everybody. Just getting everything loaded in as promised. Today, Barb's gonna be the star. I'm just gonna film and ask dumb questions. Today we're doing a fun project that was advertised as no sewing, which I've objected to. But that's okay. All right, Miss Barb.
So, we're going to start with our fabric. Any one of our cute fabrics that you have, you burrow in your stash, and you're going to back it in big globs with some sort of fusible web. Now, personally, I like the Heat and Bond. This is the Heat and Bond heavyweight, the lightweight, whichever. Any fusible web is going to work for you. Now, these guys, if you put it down here, you can see they've got a little white edge. So, first thing I want to do is make it nice and neat. Oh, that's really a yellow line on there. So I'm just going to take my cutter, trim off these edges so it looks really good.
So did you just quick cut it out and now you're making it more precision cut?
It's because of how this fabric is printed. As I said with those other guys, I rather like fussy cutting. And I know Dawn set out the micro serrated scissors. They're wonderful for fussy cutting.
So if anyone new is watching today, do you want to explain the what
so
you mean by that?
This would originally have been printed on a large piece of fabric, like one of these guys up here or this. So you can pick and choose. So it's fused all over, and then you just go in, and I like personally to cut with a little bit of an edge around the image, so that if you look at this card, these guys have been fussy cut out, and then they're fused, and you know the little odds and ends that they put around things like on this fabric, you can use all of the little pieces.
Nice.
So, but like I say, starting simple, so we're going to make it nice and neat and pretty. And then you can go to town spending money on card making supplies, almost as much as a quilting supply, but you don't have to. So cardstock, you can get cardstock everywhere. You can even get pre-made cards. They come with the envelopes. They work as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a nice blank card. And then for me, the fun part, figuring out how am I going to put this guy on here? What do I want behind him that's going to make him look pretty? Oh, I don't mind that. And because these are kind of rustic, maybe I kind of want a rustic edge. So I'm going to start going, that looks okay. Do I want my card this way? Do I want my card that way? You could go either way or one of each. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'll do that. And I like to get everything laid out before I start gluing. I want to border him in some of this nice cardstock with a mottled edge. I need to know where I'm going to cut him. So let's take something not too bright. I'm going to cut him. I'm just eyeballing this, so we're going to go somewhere like that. Yeah, I know, I'm a pencil freak. So I could do a wavy edge with that wavy blade. I could use pinking shears. I could take my rotary cutter and just go,
Barb fuses an entire chunk of fabric and then cuts her bits and pieces out.
Yeah. You get a cleaner edge that way. And sometimes I'll just sit in the evening and I've got little baggies of goodies there with a fused, fat quarter, and just sit and cut and set it aside and cut and set aside. Don't throw anything out.
Even a half leaf can be tucked behind something.
Oh yeah. Even like this is off the selvage.
It's a fun selvage.
We're going to use that. So as I say, I want kind of a rustic edge on this guy, so I have got that lined up with my rotary cut or my ruler, and I'm just going to go like that.
What?
Yeah.
That's some pretty fast tearing.
I know. And I'm going to do this side. There. Now I goofed. I haven't got really very much to tear on that side. Here we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah. I just creased it really well with that folder. I should hold this down here so people can see what I'm doing. We even have a perforating rotary blade. Okay, so now I have my card. It's almost the last part. So now where am I going to put this guy? I'm going to put him here. Like that. And I think I'm going to maybe use these guys.
Oh,
along
that'll
the
be
bottom.
fun.
So
It looks like really cool
always
ribbon.
cut just a little bit larger because you can trim things off afterwards.
Nice, Barb.
Now, I think he needs jazzing up. What should we use? So, yeah, I like that wavy edge.
I love that.
Okay, I think that looks pretty good.
I'm gonna give them a little. Barb was just kind of rolling along randomly with her regular little cutter.
Once you're happy with kind of a layout, then it's time to start fusing things and think in terms of working from the top down. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little piece of cardstock here and I'm going to peel the backing off of Wiggle Wiggle. He's been fused for a bit here. So then I'm going to set that on and it does cling kind of nicely there. And I love this. I use this more than my big iron. So there we go. So now he's fused. Okay, so now we want to stick that to here. Now I do use glue sticks if I'm gluing paper to paper. So I could stick that with a glue stick, and if you're doing this project with kids, maybe a glue stick would be the best thing for you. But my glue sticks are messy, so what I like to use is two-sided tape from the dollar store. So this is so quick and easy. So I'm just putting some strips. It's remarkably sticky, this stuff. And we're gonna peel it off. So that is done there. Now, this already happened to have a little fusible on the bottom because when I was fusing my large piece, oh, maybe it didn't quite stick.
Well, it was the edge. At the time, it might not have been that important.
Yeah, I just sort of. There we go. Come.
Barb can't even wait till it cools off to peel it.
Okay. So now I've got a wavy edge here, so I'm going to kind of work with that, and I'm not going to worry about this edge. I don't mind that there. Give that a little whoop-de-doo. Yeah, that works.
Something to remember, people, is if you're ironing paper, there should be no steam in that iron, no water in that iron. You want a dry iron.
You may still find that your card kind of does this after it's hot, but it will flatten out. So I think that's cute. But I know what I want to do here. And did I have one set out?
This one?
I had that little doodaddy. Yeah, I gotta show people the doodaddy. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna fuse this onto here. Doodly, 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 doodly. Okay, now I'm just gonna roughly cut around this, leaving that little edge. So now we have a little doodaddy.
Cute.
But I want it there, but I want it to float. So another fun thing here from the dollar store are these little foam buttons. Can you see those? So they're sticky on both sides. They've got paper on there right now.
It looks like a Rolade.
So I'm going to stick that on the back, and you can use these for putting like put two on a little strip of card. So now it's got some thickness. So when I put it there, it kind of floats.
Yeah, it gives it a nice dimension. So.
And at this point, the sky's the limit when it comes to embellishment. Some sparkly rickrack. And this is where you can just have a ton of fun. Look at that, hey? That would be fun.
And it's got that good red, like his hat.
It is, yeah. It's a perfect red there.
Yeah, I think you need to put that on there.
You think? Okay. So, we're going to cut a hair too much. So, I'm putting this, the two-sided tape. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. There we go.
Awesome.
And we just have to give this a little trim. And we're making cards, so we don't have to worry about raveling and stuff. When I set it like that, you can see how I have that fun little edge there.
Cute.
Okay. And again, glue stick. Good old, well, I think mine are Elmer's from Costco, but any sort of glue stick suitable for paper. So now the big question always comes, okay, well, I've got the front of the card all done up beautifully, but how do I get the words on it? I mean, not everybody's comfortable hand lettering things. So I cheat. So a lot of those cards, or some of those cards, the greeting inside was just cut out of one of last year's Christmas cards that we always save, and then fastened on with some tape or some glue on the inside, maybe embellished, put one of these little doodads beside it. You can also just go to your printer, print out what you want to say, print it, trim it, layer it on some of your cardstock, and put that inside. Uh-oh, I'm stuck to it. That's really good two-sided tape. There he is.
Adorable.
And what I often like to do, I can show you on this one. It seems to finish it if you just take a fine marker and put a little dotted line, or
We call that pen stitching.
yeah.
Ribbon behind there, kind of stringing it together. That's super cute.
On the front there, that's the other way of getting words onto your cards is, of course, stamps. And that's going to get you into another whole many zillions of dollars.
There we go. Oh, nice. Yeah. And
So
you
just
decorated the inside of that one too, my dear.
Of course. So this edge was cut with a paper punch, and then you put a strip of contrast.
So now us
beneath.
big girls can do that on our Scan and Cut.
Yes, you certainly can, and I have done that too. But
Right? The Scan and Cut. It will do the writing for you in perfect script.
true.
The pen holder. Technology's our friend.
As opposed to my I just wrote that.
That's pretty cute though, and
But
it goes with
this-
the theme.
Yeah, he's got his little tree, and this happened to be a stack of gifts that was on the front of an old Christmas card, and I thought, well, that works. It's the right color.
And honest to Pete, you guys, you only need to like grab a fat quarter of some of these front and print. You don't need yardage and yardage and yardage. It's cute.
Oh, it's so cute. So this is definitely one you would fussy cut. But then if you put a red bow on here and a cute saying, you could even use something like that for a Christmas card.
Right? I said, challenge accepted when I saw it's a no-sew project. Sure it is, but then I went and grabbed a piece of cardstock, a piece of fabric, and one of our little decorative stitch machines. And I would avoid stitches like this. The satin, this one's pretty good because it's an open one, but stitches like that tend to perforate unless you do them through fabric.
And when you're stitching them through fabric, this is what I notice, you don't even have to use the stabilizer.
No,
Yeah.
no.
With
The decorative stitches like this. So this is just a heavy triple zigzag, heavy triple stitch, heavy triple cross stitch, the little star stitch, which is very popular, sort of a double-sided blanket stitch, the little tiny stipple stitch. Squeezing there together. So, well, thanks for joining us. Have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Remember, be safe, be calm, and be kind. We appreciate you. We appreciate you tuning in. And next week is kind of going to be 2.0. We'll see if Barb goes home and comes up with the fancy cards that she wants to show you. I'm going to 2.0 the pillowcases. I'm going to 2.0 the digital cards. Anyway, you guys, it's Payday Friday. Gonna go grab a pint on my way home, maybe. See ya. Thanks.